Every child deserves love and care. Every child has the right to be happy, healthy and protected. The earliest years of a child's life are critical. These years determine child's survival and thriving in life and lay the foundations of their holistic development. But still, not every child gets to enjoy a full childhood. One of the main reasons why some children are deprived of a happy and enriched childhood is conflict. Kokrajhar is an autonomous area and a district in the Northeast Indian state of Assam is the headquarters of Bodoland Territorial Council. The district has been plagued by ethnic conflict for 3 decades.
When the conflict broke out, people fled in a hurry from their homes, only to be facing difficult circumstances in the relief camp. Lots of deaths, destructions, internal displacement, loss of property, snapping of relationship ties. All this happened during the conflict. In a nutshell, it was a great human tragedy that we have seen during the conflict.
The conflicts have led to the creation of a huge number of internally displaced people, with children being among the most affected. The attacks in Assam in 2012 saw possibly India's worst cases of mass human displacement due to conflict. Thousands of children who were made to flee their homes and community behind and take shelter in overcrowded relief camps with shortage of food, lack of proper medical facilities and basic hygiene. Many children who could not bear the suffocation of life in relief camps were exposed to the risks of exploitation of various forms, such as ending up as a child labor, getting lured by human trafficking networks, and disruption in education.
Then we started asking and we started collecting the data in nearly about 22 relief camps, which they were displaced in 1996 and 98, yet to be settled. So that becomes for us to understand conceptually very clear. If adolescents are taken, where have they been placed? That become a landmark for us to realize that this is the area. It has so much link with the conflict-related displacement. When they are displaced, what happened to their vulnerability? Then become like somebody has come to take them away in the name of education, in the name of better life, in the name of adopting them. Then we got to know most of the children are actually being shown into the red light area.
Children and adolescents who witness armed conflict often develop post-traumatic stress disorder. To help address such issues like trauma, child exploitation and trafficking, and bring back school dropout children and adolescents to the mainstream, and to offer them a secured and peaceful environment, NERSWN and Nedan Foundation, with support of UNICEF, started the project in Kokrajhar in 2010. The objective of this project was to support and empower 25,000 children and more than 1 lakh community members, covering 50 locations of Kokrajhar district. The project profiled and identified community members including children, guardian, village heads and teachers, and formed child protection committees responsible for creating and promoting a child-friendly and safe environment wherein all children's well-being, safety and rights are protected. Psychosocial support provided displaced children with psychological aid in the form of art therapy, storytelling and games. Art activities were frequently utilized to help children overcome psychological wounds and restore a sense of normalcy in chaotic situations. Adolescent clubs are the agents of change where children have the platform to exhibit their talent and voice their concerns.
2015 আমাৰ NERSWN মানে ইউনিচেফৰ সহায়ত কাম কৰিছে কাম কৰাৰ পিছত আমাৰ ল'ৰা ছোৱালীবিলাকত ইয়াত মানে এডলেসেন্ট কমিটি গঠন কৰি দিছে মানে আমাৰ যিবিলাক এডলেসেন্ট আছে সেইবিলাক কমিটি গঠন কৰিছে যে ইয়াত যদি কতবা মানে চাইল্ড মেৰিজ বা চাইল্ড লেবাৰ চাইল্ড ট্ৰাফিকিং এইবিলাক হয় তোমালোকে নাম্বাৰ দিছে এইবিলাকক ইনফৰ্ম কৰি দিবা আৰু মানে ওয়ার্কশপ কৰাইছে বহুত ওয়ার্কশপ কৰাই গাঁৱৰ গাৰ্জেনবিলাকৰ লগত মিটিং কৰিছে.
Folk songs and dance was used as a means to communicate important social messages in public places.
নাচ গান কৰিলে মানুহ বেছি জমা হয় আনন্দ হয় ফূৰ্তি লাগে তাৰ কাৰণে বেছি মানুহ জমা হয় এই বেছি মানুহ জমা হোৱাতেই আমালকে বাচ্চাবিলাক ৰক্ষা কৰিবৰ কাৰণে অৱাৰনেছ দি আছে.
Children's overall feelings of well-being are intimately tied to the sense of normalcy and routine. Through child-friendly safe spaces in post-crisis situations in Kokrajhar, UNICEF provided educational and sports materials to re-establish learning and participation.
কিছুমান ছোৱালী মানে সিহঁতে গাঁৱতে নিজৰ গাঁৱতে সিহঁতে স্কুলৰ পথাৰত যেনেকৈ ফুটবল লৈ পেলাই খালী ভৰিৰে সিহঁতে খেলিবলৈ মানে চেষ্টা কৰিছিল. ইউনিচেফ ছাপোৰ্ট কৰাৰ পিছত যেতিয়া মানে বুটছ পালে আৰু ইউনিফৰ্ম জাৰ্চি পালে তেতিয়া আৰু বেছি মটিভেট হ'ল সিহঁতে. পিছত সিহঁতে ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট লেভেলত সিহঁতৰ চিলেকশ্যন হৈ গ'ল আৰু সিহঁতে ষ্টেট লেভেলতো খেলিবলৈ পাৰিছে.
Relief camp disrupted the normal functioning of educational institutions, leaving students throughout the region deprived of their education. The project provided supplementary coaching for about 600 school children.
Admission সময়ত মোৰ মানে এডমিশন ফি টকা নাছিল আৰু ঘৰত মা দেউতাই খেতি কৰে টকা নাছিল তাৰপিছত আমাক নেদানৰ পৰা টকা এডমিশন ফিজ দিছিল তাৰপিছত ড্ৰেছখিনিও দিছিল কিতাপো দিছে আৰু যেতিয়া ফৰ্ম ফিলাপ আহিছে ফৰ্ম ফিলাপো দিছিল.
NGO হিচাপে তেহঁতৰ এতিয়া তেওঁলোকৰ প্ৰসাৰতাটো বাঢ়ি গৈ আছে জনপ্ৰিয়তাটো বাঢ়ি গৈ আছে আৰু প্লাছ আমাৰ সুবিধা হৈ আছে যে আমি যিবোৰ ভিতৰুৱা অঞ্চলত আমি সোমাব নোৱাৰোঁ সেইবিলাক অঞ্চলৰ পৰা তেওঁলোকে কেছ আনি আমাক দি আছে. গতিকে আমি ধৰক সেই হিচাপে CWCয়ে ধৰক কি কৰিব পাৰে সেইখিনি বিষয়ে সজাগতা হৈ আছে মানুহখিনিৰ.
হয় এইটো মানিব লাগিব যে আগৰ তুলনাত আগতে এই বস্তুবোৰ স্পেচিয়েলি চাইল্ড মানে ৰাইটছৰ ওপৰত বহুত মানে সজাগতা নাছিল এবাৰ বহুত মানুহে গম নাপাইছিল. ইভেন দ্য মিডিয়া পিপল মানে নেশ্যনৰ যি কাম আছে সেইটো আমাক স্পেচিয়েলি মিডিয়াক আমাক জনাই আৰু সেই হিচাপত আমি স্পটতো গৈছোঁ আৰু আমি ৰিপৰ্টিং সেনেকুৱা কৰা আমি কৰিছোঁ আৰু ৰিপৰ্টিং সেইকাৰণে আমি ডেফিনেটলি ক'ব পাৰিব এইটো সজাগতাটো ইন দ্য লাষ্ট ফিউ ইয়াৰ্ছ এইটো বহুত সজাগতা এইটো আহিছে আৰু ডেফিনেটলি ইট ইজ ভেৰি গুড থিং.
So in this child protection and right to education, I will say awareness building as well as making people's participation in the project has been in a big way. So our association with the UNICEF last almost 7 years has made from scratch of making people realize what is child protection to today community participation of the protecting children. So this has brought huge number of stakeholders together to respond back.
After 10 years of intervention in the conflict affected area, we can say that we have a lot of learnings, lot of experiences that we have gathered. Today we can say that when we began, the children were the recipients of services that we were delivering, whether it was sports, whether it was folklore, whether it was village child protection committee, whether it was supplementary coaching for children, whether it was responding to child protection concerns. They were the recipients. But today we can comfortably say that children themselves have become change agents to create protective learning environment for themselves and their peers.